Thank you for watching Jam TV. Again, this is Sunday. Hope you're all going to church and having a good time. This is a continuation of the occult Pastor Kevin Smith. There is an exclusive interview that they have with a young man that was in the church when all the things was going on, and the things that he said. I was going to play the video. Maybe I play it at a later date. I don't know if I will play it today because it's a little long, what he said. And it's so mind-boggling. He's 18 years old, and the young man said that he is he's a young man. He don't know, because when the man keeps saying he's God, and he saw the man, somebody die, and the man raised him up, and somebody came in there and lay down dead and dropped dead, and the man raised him up. He said this man is really God. And this thing is like, it brings tears to your eyes to hear somebody in this day and time are calling up so-called man God. How? That what the man did there was all pre-planned. It was set up because the man have nothing about him for God. I'm not saying that man can't raise up a man from the dead, because the spirit that God gives you, it can do a lot of things. But that what in there, that was pre-planned, because the man have a spirit that is walking with him that let him do these things. I was watching an African movie, and two men set out to do a church. And one man had it first, and and then talk his friend into getting the church. So when the friend come and get the church, it wasn't moving as fast as he wanted it to be. He heard of a friend, he met a friend rather, who had another church, and he had people. And so the man take him, and he asked the man, how did his church get so big, and And the man doing all bad ritual things. And the man tell him and take him to this obia, we in Jamaica say, this voodoo place. And they give him things what to do to make. And we come back, church growing, people healing, walk in the church and get healing. Never run long enough. Things start to happen. His children start dying. They start dying because he wasn't doing what the ritualistic people tell him to do. And so, his wife keeps saying things is not the same. What's going on? And then things begin to happen. If you see a pastor that's doing something and you don't question it, something is wrong with you. I don't know why Jamaica people would think that pastors are God. They really do think pastors are God. The way they treat the pastors, even here in America, when they come there, pastor big food, pastor big day. Pastor should be the last person who get food to eat. You don't have to share out no special big ham leg, big chicken leg and give it to pastor. Pastor is a servant. He should make sure everybody get food before he start getting eaten. The Lord said he come to serve, not to be served. Pastor is servant. Here in America, let me tell you something. You go to the church, they would kill you. Jamaican. You have to leave a church if Jamaicans are in there, because Jamaican take it over and put the pastors above God. They put the pastors above God. He's supposed to live in big house. He's supposed to drive Rolls Royce. He's supposed to. No. As much as I'm a woman of God, no. I don't put nobody over my God. You are a servant of the living God. And so they are so gullible, they are so easily led that when a pastor does something, they don't believe that the pastor is fallible. They don't believe that oh no, it's not him, he can't, he won't, he should. Really? Really? Pastors are human. They make mistakes. They cheat on their wives. They have girlfriend. They have women in the churches. Women have babies for them. Man sleep with them if they're woman. They are pastors. They do things. They are fallible. They do wrong things. But we don't believe that they can do those things. We go, no, no, no. Oh, pastor, pick up big breadfruit, big this, big that. The pastor get the biggest one. He's a man of God. Sometimes not even their husbands get what they give to the pastor. They take everything. They take all their money. The pastor said, bring money, bring money, bring money. Really? Really? And sometimes the men are in the churches are doing the same thing as the ladies are doing in the churches. Because they are such a follower. They're not a leader. You ought to be a leader, not a follower. So when somebody tell you something, you know that that's not right. You know that it's not right what they're saying. Don't be a follower. I went to a lot of churches. Jamaicans let me leave a lot of churches. Jamaican let me leave a lot of churches, because when you walk in the church and they see the spirit that you have in you, that God give you, that you didn't give yourself, and that you can see through what they are doing, you can't stay there. You can't stay at that church. You have to be under them. They have to tell you. But when they see that you have a spirit above theirs, let me tell you something, out the door you go. Because everybody gonna raise on you. Everybody gonna raise on you. And say you're this, you're that, you're not doing a thing. You're not doing anything. But the evil in them take precedence. And so they can't see the good in you. I have to leave so many churches because of Jamaican. I even started a church and Jamaican came there and break it up. Because Jamaican didn't want to see white people in the church. I have a mixture of white and black. And Jamaican didn't want to see white people in the church. Jamaican came there with a big mouth and rude children. Boom, all the white people begin to go. And then after they're gone, boom, the Jamaican is gone. You see. You have to be careful. Jamaican used to be so good in Christianity. I don't know when they turned this way. Because they're looking for praise from man. They're not looking for praise from God. They want to get accolades from man. And because they want to get accolades from man, they lift the man up, put over their husband. Not even realize that the husband is the head of their home. And the way they treat their husband and talk to their husband, don't cook, have to run back to church because pastor said so. Pastor said we have to. Pastor said. At the same time, pastor wife don't come because pastor wife is home doing her chores. But every time the church bell open, the church door open, boom, you present at thy table, Lord. Leave your children, leave your clothes to wash, leave your house to clean and your dinner to cook, and you boom, you are in church. I'm not saying you're not to go to church. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Serve your husband first. Pastor of his wife. His wife serve him. You don't have to cook for pastor. If you're cooking, cook for the whole church. You don't have to cook for pastor. You don't have to go to pastor's house to wash his clothes. He has a wife. He has children. You don't have to go move past a goat. He have children. Let them do their thing. They are human. God put them in the church to rule, to take care of the people. God, that's what he come there for. Not for you to put him on a pedestal. Come on. And when the pastor do something, oh, they can't believe it. It's not him. He wouldn't. He shouldn't. Come on. And there go. This man come down there from Canada, have police record from Canada, police record from England, police record in Jamaica. Nobody question it. Nobody look into anything. Oh, he feed the children. Oh, I send my son down there. I'm surprised. And the reason why you don't hear none of the little boys came out and talk what he did to them is because they are ashamed. They are ashamed to have anything to say what he did to them. Because I know he did something to them. Because that's what he is. He's a pedophile. That's what he did something to them. And because they're brainwashed, he brainwashed them, tell them that's what God wants to happen. And that they have to do that because if they do that, they'll get into heaven. And if they do that, that's what God wanted to do. And you're going to see a lot of those little children came out of church and gone to be homosexual. Because he put it into them. He put it into them. And because they were brainwashed, they can't think for themselves. They let the pastor think for, oh, he's God. Oh, my God, he's God. The thing that he do is God. The man said the pastor was God. The man said the pastor was God. You are calling a mortal human being God? You better repent. The Bible said, God said, you can have the silver, you can have the gold, but my glory I will not share with another. Don't take God's glory away from him and give it to a man. Why you think he died? Because people was giving him God glory. He's supposed to kill how many people that night? 140 something. The young man said he was in there mashing up things. From you see some pastor in the church and start doing ranting and carrying and mashing up things and doing things and getting ready to kill people. You know something is wrong. A lot of the elder man should have wrong and bound him like Satan. From him start mashing up things, you know that something is wrong. But no. Everybody sit down and let him do what he wants to do. And that's where he start from. Because this voodoo spirit in him, that he went around the world and gathered these things to have a church so it can be outstanding and a police force and soldier and big people would come because he's doing these things and people come there to do voodoo things. It's going to come to an end. And I know if they go and dig up at his house, they will find a lot of dead body because he worked with blood. He worked with dead body. That's what these people do. They work with dead body. And he bury a lot of people around his house. Go and dig up around his house and you'll see how many missing people in the neighborhood. A matter of fact, they soon come out and say how many people missing in the neighborhood. How many people missing in the neighborhood have to be offered for sacrifice? So in kill 1, in kill 2, in kill 3, now you're up to 140. And he couldn't get the 140 killed, so he died. He had to carry out those ritualistic things, what they want to be done. And I know he have a room in his house where he go and talk to those spirits. Somebody said he have a ring. Most of them have a ring. Most of them have a chain. Chaparita. That's what give them the power to brainwash you. And my mother used to say, if somebody said the same thing over and over and over, if not, no go so you go close to it. If you hear somebody saying over and over and over the same thing, beat it in your head, you're going to start believing and said, oh my God, I think he's right. Because he start brainwashing you. And that's what's called brainwash. You start doing the same thing and telling you things, and people are coming and getting to the heart, and people are coming, people start beat, and no. How stupid can people be? You leave people outside and you're going to pack up your suitcase. The young man said they pack up their bags and come to the church because the pastor tell them to bring their bags. They go home and pack up their clothes and come to get into the ark. Now if you're going to heaven, what do you need clothes for? No clothes in heaven, it's spirit. No mortal is in heaven, it's spirit. The young man said they go and pack up their grip. They pack their grip. Suitcase in other terms. They go home and pack up their suitcase and come to the church. Pastor, let us in. We don't want to die out here. Let us in. Now you see that nothing happened. What are you saying? Nothing happened. No hark. Nobody died. No hark leave. Nothing. Don't you see that you were brainwashed? I heard a woman talking, oh, you believe what you believe. I know pastor is good. She's still brainwashed. Brainwash. And that man come down there with that evil spirit and was doing all these things to get the... Look at his house. How many of you have a house like his? How many of you have a house like his? None of you. They better tear that house down. That house needs to be torn down. Because the amount of evil spirit in that house, if somebody bought it, let me tell you something, you're going to be in for another story. You have to really go in there with the woman of our man of God to pray that thing out. Because maybe you have a room where we kill people and bury them down in a pit. You never know what these people do. I'm not saying it's so. I'm saying maybe. This is not right. Stop following. And now I heard a lot of people saying, I'm not going back to church. Oh, I don't believe in church. Church. No, I go to church. You are the church. You are the church. Church. The building doesn't hurt anybody. People does. People does. The church. You're not supposed to go to church, as people say, a church building, to worship it. You're supposed to go to church because of God. So when you get hurt in the church, you can walk out that building, hold your head up high, and step out there with pride in God. Because I'm not going to church for Mary Jo. I'm not going to church for Bob Smith. I'm not going to church for pastor. I'm not going to church for evangelist. I'm not going to church for deacon. I'm going to church for God. So when things happen, yes, your spirit hurt a little bit, or the flesh in you hurt, but the spirit live on. Though they slay me, yet will I live on for God. Don't let people bring your spirit down. Read your own Bible. Get deliverance from God. You can heal yourself. You can heal yourself. You don't have to go to anybody to do it for you. Pray to God. Because God, Jesus Christ came and you prayed to God through Jesus Christ. and you will get deliverance. Thank you again for watching Barb, Molly, and Princey. Well, this is Jam TV rather. Go and watch me and Barb, Molly, and Princey. That's my other channel in America, Barb, Molly, and Princey. Talk with Barb, Molly, and Princey. And thank you for watching Jam TV. Okay, have a great day.